Today I'm going to show you how to rank on page 1 on YouTube. We're going to break it down from a technical aspect, so that way you can use this method to get free exposure on YouTube.
You're a phony!
This may seem off topic, but there's some really cool things that happen in the YouTube search bar that do relate to coding. And please, if you like this kind of content, hit that sub button and give me that hit of dopamine that I'm really craving for. YouTube is used by millions of people every day. Google is a smart company.
They're gathering data on you and everyone else who uses YouTube.
But how does that help me, right? You can learn how the YouTube search bar works and use this knowledge to grow your channel. And you can really use the strategy where you target directly what people are actually searching for. Using this method, you can really see if your new idea for a video is worth acting on. If you play your cards right with this method and find a good niche area, then you can really shoot to the top of whatever ranking that you want to by laser focusing your title and your tags to match what people are actually typing into the search bar. Forget about marketing, forget about ads, you don't need it. You don't have to pay a single dime to get free exposure on YouTube. So how do I use the YouTube search bar to my advantage? For this, I've come up with a simple 4-step process that I use myself. Step 1, we're going to be coming up with a video idea. I like to keep my ideas into Google Keep or any kind of note-keeping software. That way, anytime I get an idea, I can just write it down. But you take that initial idea and you rephrase it into like a how-to, or just use the most basic terminology that you can. For step 2, we're actually going to go to YouTube and look at the search bar. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. For step 3, let's type in the first 2 or 3 words of the title that you came up with earlier. The title I started off with was YouTube Search Hacks. So let's see how that works in the search bar. Alright, that's 2 words and I still don't see any hacks on here. YouTube Search H. Oh, there we go. We got hacks here, but it did take all 3 letters to get there. So a lot of times I like to go back and see if any of these actually work for me. So it looks like tricks is doing pretty well. So we're going to click it and see how the volume is, which is going to be step 4. So here we see that this has 100k views, 500k views, 600k, 850k. Okay. And we also see that no one's actually using this exact phrase, YouTube search tricks. So I think we have a pretty good shot of hitting the first page at least for this phrase. Don't really worry about the competition as long as you can come up with a great thumbnail and have actually good content, of course. You'll be golden. To show you some actual proof, I'm going to show you a video I actually got to page 1 with. I mean, it's among the few that I did, but we can do, say, CS50 P-Set. So, P-Set 1 Mario. And I'm not the top 1, 2, 3, or 4, but I am number 5. And for such a small channel, and having such few views in comparison, I think it's pretty amazing that I even got to that number, to this ranking. And as you can see, these thumbnails are kind of leaving something to be desired. Plus, if you're looking at it on mobile, it'll be closer to your thumb because it'll be at the bottom of the screen. So it might be even more convenient to click on. And here's some behind the scenes proof that my views are from searches. You can see from my analytics here down in the bottom right corner that most of my views are from searches, not really from subscribers or from other avenues. For a brief technical overview, YouTube search bar is based off of tries. The search bar isn't based off of tries, but the data structure is running in the back while you're typing in whatever you're typing. Those are run by tries. This data structure in the back end of YouTube, really it holds each search phrase kind of like a dictionary. It contains every phrase that anyone's ever typed. The system is like following a trail of breadcrumbs where it follows letter by letter each crumb until it sees if you've already typed it. You're typing in something that someone has already typed in. That makes it pretty likely that more than one person has already typed what you're typing in. And the higher up the list it is, the more popular that phrase is. Try to go letter by letter and check if that new ordering of letters is already in the system. For example, the word hi would be found present in the dictionary. So let's say we start with the letter H. The letter H would lead to another array, a full array with every letter, and then we trace to the letter I. Okay, we found that HI is present and it is valid, so that's a word. So let's say we wanted to do hit, we would trace down to the T. So that leads to a whole nother child array so now we have a complete word hit that is valid. But if we try, let's say HIH, that is not valid because it's not present in the dictionary yet. Do you have any YouTube hacks or facts that you want to share? Leave them in the comment section below. Now it's time for the obligatory sub plus bell icon request, and this is Code Tony out. Peace!